Video, 3D terrain in Game Maker Studio 1.4. The question, why? The answer, because I will sooner assemble a spaceship from loose change and wilted foliage than I will switch to Game Maker Studio 2. You cannot make
I'm
me.
not going.
Listen, 9,000 hours into a programming language, it is no longer a choice. And Game Maker Studio 2 calls their views cameras. Ooh, why? What was wrong with views? Did you think you were Unity for a moment? I don't like Unity. Infinite terrain. Why is it cool? Okay, what do you mean? What about the fact that there is a chunk system going along both axes of the world, positive and negative? You can't have a negative grid index. I'm not using one DS grid. I'm not using 4 DS grids, one per quadrant. In fact, I'm not using any DS grids. Yeah, they're just objects. Objects don't care about their position. They don't have any convictions. You could put them far off in the double negatives and they don't even care.
I don't really have any convictions.
Now, for the actual chunks themselves, we did have to use DS grid. Psych! No grids, just vertex buffers, haha. But what about the terrain generation? I hear you ask. I was getting there. You see, the whole point of this experiment was to see if I could generate good terrain by sampling a function. And the computation time is just a nice bonus that let me push it and make it infinite. You know, usually you have to make a grid, then you go in, you start with some noise, you smoothen it out, maybe multiply it by some other noises, and then at the end of that process you have one chunk. Me, I just run a function. Oh, how high should I be standing? Run the fucking function. Give it your coordinates and it will tell you. All it takes is your exact geolocation. Now I know what you're asking, why the fuck should I care? Because you clicked on this video. You wanted to be here. And because I can confidently say, this is pretty easy to do. The backbone of this project pretty much is made up of something that I made following a tutorial by GM Wolf. Honestly, this is kind of a tech demo for me. Future content that I have in mind would be some variety in the terrain textures, randomly generated towers, like little dungeon things, placeable stuff, combat, trees, I definitely